Hello, my name is Ginger Sparks. I am a middle school science teacher. I have been a teacher since 2005. I used to teach math and science. Now I just teach science. And today I want to discuss Socrates and critical thinking, the application of critical thinking in today's classroom, along with technology use in today's classroom. I personally feel critical thinking, higher level thinking, and the use of technology can go hand in hand. The first thing I want to say is, as a science teacher, I am always trying to get my students to think outside of the box. I give open-ended questions. I want their responses to me to require thinking. I don't want them to just take my word for it or a classmate's word for it. I want them to tell me why. I believe when I have open-ended discussions and I spur critical thinking, they do a wonderful job and they learn so much. For example, I have printed a list of some questions that I use. I use analysis questions. One of those questions may be, what patterns do you notice in this data? And what might this explain? Well, we study scientific method, and a way that I get them to apply critical thinking skills is by asking them, so what do you get from this data? Why do you think that it is accurate, inaccurate? I ask that open-ended question and I wait for their feedback. I think that this is a wonderful way to get our students to actually think instead of just giving us recall. I feel like that so many times in primary, secondary, even higher level college courses, they just want recall. And if you're just giving recall, you are really not thinking, you are really not questioning, and you are not going to have that experience to explore all that knowledge has to offer. Another question that I may ask is problem-solving questions. Like, what are some creative solutions to the problem of ocean pollution? And I have them brainstorm either individually or in a small group setting, and they give me the answer to that. And we talk about how this may or may not be a correct response. I also ask higher order prediction questions. What do you think would happen if the Earth's rotation slowed down by half? Okay, that's what you think, then tell me why. By asking my students why and bouncing that from me to them, they have to give me a response that requires them to think. Socrates, that's what he wanted. He wanted for individuals to not just take whatever society tells them and accept it as the truth. He wanted them to think for themselves, to ask why, to understand, not just accept things, but to really want to know why is this actually true or not true. That goes with religious beliefs. If you're discussing religious views with someone, you don't want to just take someone at their word. You want to actually study biblical scripture. You want to ask questions. You want to know why what they're saying is true or not true. Another reason why I brought up technology, take today, for example. This is my Google Meet. I have that up and we are having virtual school today. Well, when I'm on virtual school, when I'm on my Google Meet, I still have these open-ended discussions with my students. This technology allows me to stay home if there's bad weather or whatever may occur. And we can still reach out to our students, teach them. I think that it's a wonderful tool that we have. Another thing that I say, technology in today's world, here are just a few of my district apps that we use weekly. These apps allow my students to be able to explore higher level education. It allows them to be in contact with things that they may not be able to be in contact with physically, but they are able to get that higher level perspective, even if it's digitally. So I think that using technology in our classroom can improve our critical thinking skills. For example, I am a STEM teacher also. We are getting ready to program Sphero balls. That's going to include higher level math thinking, higher level science thinking, as we code and program our spherical robots to move. Again, I just think that Socrates just wanted us to really try to gain knowledge so that we may produce citizens that will go out into the world and be more productive. You don't want citizens who are just going to be robots. You want citizens who think for themselves, who can add to society, who can be successful in our world, in our society, and pass on their knowledge. That's my thoughts. I hope this video helps. Thank you.